What is happening, BC Spirits? BC Spirits cocktail of the week number 3, and actually this week I'm actually going to do 2 cocktails. Now, why am I going to do 2 cocktails? Because I'm going to do a classic martini, a classic gin martini. Now, in recent years, I've started to delve into which gin goes with what garnish, goes with what vermouth, goes with so on and so forth. And so I'm going to make you 2 different martinis, same proportions, different products, and they're going to come out very, very different. And so my thought process with this was like, okay, well, let's start with the garnish. Classic martini goes with olives or a lemon, or the myriad of other things that people put into it these days. I will take onions as well for a Gibson. But that's what most people do: onions or lemons. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, let's start with the onions and lemons. So what I did is I went with the Deep Cove Mediterranean gin for the olives, and then the Phillips Discovery gin, the citrus gin, for the lemon twist. That's a pretty obvious one. Then I started thinking, okay, let's have this rumiate in my head for a bit. It's like, okay, what vermouths are we going to go with? Now, these are the vermouths I'm going to go with. Now, as you can see, I put it in a fridge this weekend. Fantastic. It's massive, so I've got a lot of stuff in here. So the vermouths I went with, and always keep your vermouths in the fridge, is the Ampersand Imperative. Now this one's going to go with the citrus twist, and one that I tasted earlier this week for the BC Spirit today, which is the Beaufort vermouth. So this one's going to go with the olives. That texture, that slight sweetness, sweet olives, yes. And I've got some special olives too. So these are the 2 vermouths I'm going to work with. So always keep your vermouth in the fridge. Please, 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 please do this. Always vermouth in the fridge. It's a wine. It oxidizes. Use it up in a month, 2 weeks to a month. If you haven't used it up in a month, you're going to have to get rid of it. So let's kick it off. Get our mixing glasses out of the freezer. I like my mixing glasses in the freezer. As you can see, nice chill on those. So, same proportions. We're just going to kick it right off. Let's get my jigger. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of the Deep Cove Mediterranean. Now this Mediterranean has like olives and basil and rosemary, all the things that sort of tie in really nicely with, oh wow, that rosemary just smacked me in the face a little bit. Then 1.5 ounces of the Discovery. Now, if you remember my Manhattan recipe last week, I did a 2-to-1 ratio. Doing the 2-to-1 ratio again this week. So, we're going to go Mediterranean. I'm already losing my place. Mediterranean citrus. So, we're going to go with the Ampersand dry vermouth with the Discovery. It's going to go really well with that lemon peel. And the 3/4 ounce of the Beaufort with the Mediterranean. Beaufort's got that Sylvana. The Ampersand's got a little dry, a little bit more complexity when it comes to the botanicals in it. So let's ice both of these up. I am really close to having my sink and my well and everything put in, so that's this weekend sort of job. So let's give this one a stir. Actually, I need a little bit more ice in that one. Now, chilled stirring glasses, ice. It's going to take a little bit longer to get this diluted down. They're both fantastic mixing glasses that I really adore. This one's from Libby. I believe this one's from Libby as well. If you haven't checked out the Libby selection right now, you really should. We don't need to go to vintage barware stores anymore. So, citrus, forward, nice botanicals. This one, olives, think texture. So, glassware, again, I'm really getting spoiled now that I have a freezer here. That's going to continue for sure. So let's go this one and this one. Let's get this one a strain off. Let's get this one a strain off. So obviously with the lemon, nice lemon peel. Gonna zest over the top. No, I don't love doing the wipe around the edge. I see it a lot. I don't love it. If you put the twist on your lips right now, it wouldn't be a nice flavor. So just remember that as a bartender or as an at-home bartender, when you do it around the edge, you're putting the oils. Now put the oils from the twist on your tongue, on the bottom of your lip. See how that's going to appeal to you. Dropped it in. Now I've got some beautiful blue cheese stuffed olives. The reason why a lot of bars don't have blue cheese stuffed olives is they're freaking delicious and the staff eat them all. So I'm going to drop the blue cheese olives into that. So 2 martinis, exactly the same proportions. Different garnishes, different vermouths, different gins, but the exact same proportions. It's going to be 2 very, very distinctly different drinks. Now, when you check these out, I'll throw the recipe up on Instagram and on YouTube. But when you check these out, please explore this. If you're a gin collector and you like gin martinis, you really should be exploring the world of vermouth and picking which vermouth goes well with the best gin that you have, or all the gins that you have. I have 145 gins. Some are flavored, some are sweet, some are Mediterranean, some are citrus. All these things play into the final product. So start exploring vermouth. This is a good reason to have 4 or 5 dry vermouths in your fridge, which there is 4 or 5 dry vermouths in BC right now. So get yourself some dry vermouth, get yourself some gins, play around with it, find the best one. Do a 2-to-1. If you want to get crazy, I didn't get crazy in this episode, you've got a whole bunch of bitters that you can add to it as well. So this is cocktail of the week, or cocktails of the week. Number 3, this is the gin martini. I want to do something really special for you guys. I really hope you enjoyed that episode. Go out and explore vermouth. Go out and explore gins. Have a ton of fun. It's Christmas time. You're not supposed to be going out. There's plenty of times. Get 5 bottles of gin, 5 bottles of vermouth. Play around with your family. Play around with your household. See what you like. Thanks as always, guys. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you soon. Bye.